My next guest has one of the biggest social media followings in the world. She's also the host of A Little Late with Lilly Singh. Season 2 premiered last night and airs weeknights at 1:35 a.m. on NBC. Set your DVRs. Here's our pal, Lilly Singh. Oh!
My man!
Look
so good
at
to see
you. You look fantastic. Thank you so much for doing this and
I know,
being
I
here.
all the Tinky Winky vibes.
You do. Is that Tinky Winky? I love that. Dude, last time you were on the show, by the way, congrats on the show, season 2. Watched last night. Loved your Kamala Harris.
Thank you.
And you had a good little inside joke about being on at 1:35. I loved it. I was thinking, I go, because I remember something, somehow I connected you to, for some reason. I go, why did I connect this? And you met Vice President-elect Kamala Harris on our show the last time you did our show.
Yes, I did, and you don't understand, it's the biggest flex. There it is, it's the biggest flex ever. I vividly remember, I think this was actually the day that was before my season 1 premiere.
Yes.
Where, Kamala Harris was the first guest, and she came, and they said, hey, Kamala Harris would like to say hi, and I was like, yes, absolutely. And she proceeded to just be amazing. She was like, Lilly, everything, Lilly, everything you're doing, I love that you're doing it, and you're so important, and you're a big voice for the community. And she was saying all these things about how I'm so inspiring and I'm paving a path, and I'm like, you're Kamala Harris. Like, how are you saying this
You're
to
that.
me?
You're
I'm
that.
Like, am I in the Matrix right now? Like, this is you. You are that person.
Who's talking about who? Yeah.
You know
That's
when
so funny.
The meme of Spider-Man looking at himself? Like,
Yes, of course, dude, Spider-Man.
I was like, I'm shook that you were saying this about me and I have to say that her energy and presence was just so invigorating. I think I went out and did my most comfortable performance with you, Jimmy, because I was Kamala-fied. She Kamala-fied me.
Kamala-fied. You became Kamala-fied, and so you just came out and you did rip it up that night. It was great. I wanted to ask you about because quarantine, everyone's at home and trying to be safe, but I think a lot of people took to social media to just start doing things. And you, who I first were introduced to you because you were a YouTube superstar, and I was going to ask you, what did you think of all of it, and what did you think of everyone's stuff? And
yeah, I mean, like most people, quarantine for me has been a time of reflecting. It took a global pandemic for me to sit and be like, what is my life? What do I like? What are my priorities? And I think I'm a big believer that everything's a double-edged sword, right? I love social media. I have a career because of social media. I'm sitting here with you right now because of social media. And so I do think it's a wonderful tool to connect people, to get informed, to feel part of something. But, I'd be remiss if I didn't say that it also can be quite toxic. And I think I got into a little bit of a phase where I thought Twitter was real life and Instagram was real life. And I was living in that world. And then I had to be like, this is not how I want to live. Like, there is so much toxicity online. And I talked about this in the season and the premiere monologue that, especially during the Black Lives Matter, movement, I felt like social media was just so full of division. And I actually went to a protest in real life and it was beautiful. And for me, that was that moment where I thought, the real world deserves our attention as much or more than I'm giving it on the phone. And so I deleted social media off my phone during the quarantine, and it's been really great. I feel like I'm a lot more present. Apparently there's trees outside.
No.
Don't know what the heck.
No, that's not true.
In my backyard, and I was like, when did these get here?
Wait, dude, trees are trending right now. Trees are trending number 2. People just rediscovering trees. They love it.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. That's so. Wait, so you just went no Twitter? No.
Yeah, I mean, I deleted it off my phone. I won't lie. It's kind of like a drunk relationship. Like, when people get drunk, they text their ex. My thing is, if I get drunk, I download Twitter. Like, this is my relationship with Twitter. I'll be drunk and I'm like, I just one tweet, one quick glance. It means nothing. And then I download Twitter. So I definitely relapse and have moments. But I try to not, what I'm trying to avoid, Jimmy? I'm trying to avoid the human tendency we have where if we have a spare 4 minutes before anything, we go like this.
Yes.
I'm trying to get rid of that.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather do this. I'd rather be like checking in with myself. I'd rather control the energy I'm getting in my day. And I just don't want to give that control away.
Yeah, I find that I go, oh, that is so annoying if somebody does that. And then once someone does it, it makes me want to look at my phone.
Exactly.
It's like,
exactly.
what am I missing out on? You know, and it's like, wait, what
Because
am I
you
doing?
feel like the idiot. You're like,
Yeah.
should I be doing this too?
Yeah, wait, so we have to find out what news, what's trending, who hates who, what's going on. It's like, yeah, no,
And I find myself magnetically attracted to comments and drama. And that's on me. I feel like I go on to anything, I'm diving in the comments.
It's human.
Oh, someone wrote something? What did
me.
people reply saying? And now I'm in this world where I'm like, how did I get here? Why do I care about any of this?
Yeah, no, it's just a human thing. I wanted to ask you about season 2. You changed it up. It's great, but it's
Thanks.
I love that you did that. I think it's good. You have to try. Everyone should try new things and see what sticks. And it's like you totally changed it from the first season.
I did. I grabbed it by the reins, to be honest. You know, season 1 for me, I'll just be honest, I came on your show, Jimmy, season 1. I was wearing that green outfit. I came and I said, I'm breaking the rules of late night, you know, I'm gonna change the format. And then I literally proceeded to do the exact same format and did everything that I said I wasn't gonna do. And I take that L on my shoulders because I think season 1, I was learning a complete new world.
Yeah.
You know, the learning curve was so steep for me. And so I found myself not being completely myself. I found myself trying to be someone that would please the late night world and please all the articles and headlines. And so I had to like really have a talk with myself before season 2 and say, you need to make this you. And that's what I've done.
Since you are starting the new season, started last night, but everyone should watch after me, after Seth comes Lily. And so 1:35, check it out. I want to ask you maybe some new questions about you.
Sure.
Ready? All right, what is your new jam? What's a new song that you discovered?
Okay, well, Sweetie was my first guest, and I discovered her song "Best Friend" with Doja Cat, and I can't twerk, but that song makes me want to try. You know, like it really makes me want to try to twerk, and I love it.
What's a new game that you played?
Okay, so I think I'm late to the party here because I think people have been on this for a while, but during the pandemic, I discovered Catan, and now I am a full-fledged nerd. And I play online, and I play in person, and I am just, Catan is my thing.
Dude, I want to make a t-shirt that says, nobody wants your sheep.
Yeah, exactly. That's,
You know
send me one, please.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
genius. That's
Nobody
genius.
wants your sheep.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, I've never felt more seen.
Wow, that is a nerdy thing that just happened. All right, I love that.
That settles it.
Dude, that settles it. And by the way, a little late to the party. That's a segment on your show right there.
All right, we're gonna offline this.
A little late to the party. That's what you're doing. That's a new segment. All right, here we go. What's your newest mantra?
My newest mantra is quite simple. It is simply, what kind of life do you want to live? And I know that sounds very basic, but the reason it's been working for me is I feel like I identified so many reasons I used to get flustered in life was I'd be giving away control. People online, to producers, to all this stuff. And when you ask yourself, what kind of life do you want to live? It kind of helps you frame the situation in a way where you can take control. Do you want the life where you have to listen to these people and you have to be near these people and you have to feel this way? Or do you want the life where you can do something about it and remove yourself from those situations? Or like, you know, take a different path. And so what kind of life do you want to live is a big thing for me.
I love that. There's a new episode of your show airing tonight on NBC. Who's on the show tonight?
Brie Larson! Brie Larson's on the show, which is, I know, I'm like, these famouses have taken time to talk to me. I'm shook.
I love Brie
But it's
Larson.
super cool. She sings and plays me some of my comments musically, so it's super
No
fun.
way.
I also teach you how to make a drink, a solo sex on the beach. I teach in my episode today. And I just want to make it clear, I'm not a mixologist, but I do have a strong will to drink, and I believe it's the same thing.
Congrats on the new season, and you still have the best fashion, best kicks in the game, man. Oh my God, your sneakers, come on. Always something cool. New season of A Little Late with Lily Singh airs weeknights at 1:35 on NBC. Watch it tonight.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and